Welcome back. Another episode. We
Welcome,
still
welcome.
doing it. We still consistent. Welcome back to another part of If I Knew with your host. I'm Paul from Speak Like Hypnosis and my brother.
Visuals. Oh, Vito. Visuals. You know how to
God
do.
damn, Vito.
I thought you was gonna say my name.
God damn, Vito. We do
Yeah,
this
how
shit
many?
every week, man.
You're never gonna get.
Yeah, man. How's your week been, man?
Um, my week has been. It's been good actually. It's been fun. Trying to get back into shape and shit.
All
Like,
right.
I got more energy now. I got more stamina. You know.
Mm,
Um, yeah, it's been good though. It's been good. Just got a new job, so I'm gonna be
all right,
doing that
that's
for
what's
a
up.
while.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Multiple interviews in this, wearing a suit and tie in this hot sun.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, man, by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Um, what else has been happening? I don't know. I don't know. I got a short term memory, so you're gonna have to give me a second. I
Oh,
think
shoot.
I shot like multiple videos for my own page. So like a basketball video, like a
Mm,
Nike type commercials,
mm,
just do it video. Yeah,
cool.
I just been trying to do more of that, trying to shoot more and stuff, and that's been going good. Shooting more, working out more.
That's what's up, man. I noticed you've been more consistent with the videos though, and it's been dope, man. Like I've been telling you, drop that shit, man. Like your videos been dope, but you just been holding off on it.
Yeah, there's still a couple I haven't even dropped yet. I don't know. The one I have to drop another video, another because my friend she's having a baby soon, so I made another like kind of like a carousel type video from
Mm,
her baby shower. So like multiple pictures,
right,
scrolling down the row. It's cool. It's cool. They
right.
love the pictures. That's all that mattered. I edited like over 700 pictures.
God damn.
Yeah, and then I whittled it down to like 250.
Yeah,
So
I ain't gonna hold you
yeah,
that much. They'll never get their video, man. Like 700, they'll never get their video. If I had to do all 700, nah.
yeah, but it's fun. I like doing it, so it's cool to see what the before and after. Like that's what I love about like photography and videography. Like seeing the
Right,
raw images and then like what you can make from it. Because there's
right,
so many places the images can go, and I just love like exploring that. I love experimenting and like seeing how far I can push it, and
right.
then like dialing it back down. And yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, it's been good. How about you, man? How your week been going? How
Man,
you?
yeah, my week has been eventful, eventful. A lot of lessons, some
Yeah,
new experiences, some shit that I know. Yeah, a lot of lessons, man.
yeah, yeah.
Opening doors that I know should have stayed shut. And we was just talking about it before we started recording. Just I feel like me being in Arizona was a do over, just from all the ways I messed up in Detroit. And
Yeah,
now I see all the scenarios that I would have messed up in Detroit replay, and I made the right decision. But there's a couple that came and I made the wrong decision, and
yeah.
I definitely learning from that John right now. But even before we even get into that, though, I've taught a class. My mentor, she's a
Oh yeah.
psychologist, and they had like a summer camp at the school at the university here for the little kids.
Oh, that's
And it's
cool.
cool, just a lot of minority kids out here. They spend like a whole week on campus, see what it's like to be a
Yeah.
college kid. They doing all STEM related classes, so like robotics and yeah, just all STEM related classes. And I taught a mental health class here. So, but I use the curriculum. I use science projects and experiments to kind of display and showcase what goes on in their body as far as with mental health. So I use like a chemical. We did a chemical experiment to show like represent what anxiety may look like. So we
Yeah.
had different liquids and different dry solutions. We mixing it together. Some have an explosive
Dang,
reaction, some
scientist over
fizzle
here.
up and
Okay.
not. And it was like, yeah, so that kids are really smart. They learn quick. It was like, okay, we see that different triggers affect people differently, and some people, some triggers are greater than others. Some people react to the same triggers differently, and there are no bad chemicals, like there are no bad emotions, just bad reactions to it. And it was picking it up really quick. And I did the next day it was about depression, so I brought up pictures of celebrities and some that's still with us, some that's not, and just have them say, yo, try to pick out which one has depression. Of course, the picture of celebrity smiling, and then the suppressed pictures of celebrity looking down. And I was like, okay, this one's frowning. Nah, they never say anything about dealing with depression. These ones smiling, yeah, they dealt with this depression, and they picked it up. They was like, yeah, depression doesn't really have a look, because some people,
Hmm.
they try to put on a mask. I was like, yo, these kids are really smart. They're like from third grade up to like, let's say, sixth grade, and they just getting the concepts like that. I was low key kind of mad how quick they was getting it, man. Like, like I had this whole day playing, and y'all got the whole concept in like 20 minutes, man. I was low key getting mad. I was like, all right, man. Well,
That's a good reflection on the teacher too. That like
yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
because a lot of kids nowadays are like in terms of brain rot and everything and
right,
the education failing a lot of kids, or them not understanding concepts easily, them not knowing how to spell, read, or write, and stuff like
thanks,
that. Like for them to understand context clues and get that
yeah.
right away, that's a reflection on the teacher, and that's a like good job on them and their parents too. Like, cause
Facts, facts. These kids are super weird, and like, I think the youngest one was probably like 8, and
yeah,
he picked up on a lot of stuff too. They even talked about death and all that. I wasn't even gonna go there, but they talked about the movie Inside Out and how anxiety. Spoiler alert if y'all ain't seen it, how anxiety died Inside Out, and I was like, damn. Well, I wasn't gonna go there, but since y'all already started talking about death, I was like, yeah, a lot of these people in this picture are no longer with us because of their fights with depression and anxiety, and they understood it. They understood. So I wanted to focus on, as far as depression, I wanted to focus on there's no look for depression. I want them to know, like me as a hypnotherapist, I find out what's going on with people through the words they say, and not even the words they say, but how they say it. I
yeah,
listen for certain keywords that let me know what's really going on. And I told them, like, people might not know how to describe what's happening, but you can pay attention to these few key words and they'll let you know what they're actually thinking. So I printed out a list of keywords that people going through depression might say. I printed out a list of non-verbal cues to look at, like different movements they might do, like looking away, not keeping eye contact, and just how they say they feel. So I broke them up into groups. I had them act out, like, okay, um, I'll give you a word from this category, a word from that category. So 4 words, and you guys got to act it out, and then the class got to see and try to think of what action words or keywords they're actually acting out.
yeah,
And the kids was really smart. They picked up on it and everything. I was like, kids are a lot smarter than we give them credit for. I feel like they know so much, they just can't articulate what they know.
yeah. And they're always watching too, so like
Mm,
that's how you learn more. It's like how you learn from your environment. So like watching and learning from, and even
yeah,
then bringing up the inside out. That's such a
exactly.
yeah. Kids are gonna be a lot more emotional, intelligent than we were at that
Facts.
age. Like
Facts. And yeah, so this give me like a spark to teach, man, because it was really fun and just seeing the kids get it. And
yeah,
all of my mentors' friends were former teachers, so they were all there and like PhD level teachers and whatnot. So they was telling me, it's like, yo, nobody's doing a curriculum like this, teaching mental health and using like physical science and like STEM to teach kids mental health. She was like, she wants me to really develop this and like take it around the schools and teach like the teachers how to implement this
yeah.
curriculum. So like, yeah, you
That's
got
that's
something.
exciting, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. And one of her friends is he wrote multiple books and whatnot. And I actually got called him to set up these meetings. But yeah, he was wanting me to sit down and like walk me through how to write a book and whatnot. I told him a couple of ideas, and he's dead serious. He's like, yo, you gotta put that out. So like a lot of opportunities were happening, man. So it really showed me how the power of building relationships and yeah, building relationships. Because my mentor, she put me onto a lot, and this goes with what I was saying as far as Detroit. Because in Detroit, I had a strong relationship with my mentor, but people he introduced me to at that time, I was still going through a lot of anxiety. So I would never follow up and nurture those relationships.
yeah,
So I feel like I'm learning from that now, and I'm seeing the benefits of it.
yeah. It's called growth, man. That's exciting.
Thanks.
What? You're
Thanks.
getting out of your own head. You know,
Facts.
you're stopping all that imposter syndrome.
Yeah, man.
You
So
really believe in yourself. That's
yeah,
cool,
so
man.
thank you, bro. Thank you. So
Yeah.
enough of that long intro. The topic of the day.
uh, yeah.
The topic of the day is what are some reoccurring lessons that you see happening that you either learn from and it don't happen no more, or ones that you keep seeing pop up in your life and like you're trying hard to figure out how you learn the lessons. Because there's been a couple of times where I felt like I learned the lesson, but I keep seeing it pop up. So like, damn it, man, what can I do differently? And then
Yeah.
there's some where okay, I see how shit used to pop up and then how I handle it, and now it don't pop up no more. So I'll let you
Yeah.
go first.
I think for me, a recurring lesson would be like just how I was gonna go like a with a standard answer like, oh, I'm just very forgetful with things, but I
Right.
think it's more than forgetful with certain things, or like I'm more, what's the word? I get anxiety when it comes to I would get anxiety when it comes to responsibilities and put off a lot of things
Mm,
and then procrastinate. So, I've been doing a lot better with that. But especially throughout college, that was a struggle for me. When it felt like I had so many assignments to do and so many assignments, I would just like throw them to the wayside and forget about them
right.
to minimize my anxiety and stuff like that. Instead of just attacking it one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, and pitch and chipping at it. Like
Right.
I always started out strong in the semester and then I'll end it off weak. Like if it's a race, I start out strong and I end off weak. Like it's getting to that last 100 meter and I'm slowing down my paces and everybody's passing me and
Right.
now I caught a cramp. like, but yeah, it's just that fighting that anxiety within myself and going on like and taking on responsibility and doing it more. So like that shows up now in me trying to finish out assignments like photo or video assignments
Mm,
faster, like edit them faster and not procrastinate on editing them. And that when I do edit them, actually send them out to the people who I'm supposed to send it out to, and not procrastinate on sending it out now that I'm done and stuff like that. So putting that aside, just definitely keeping like now I keep like a book of everything I do, of
right.
like things I know I'm gonna forget if I don't do it right away. So it'd be like if I have an idea of a creative idea, something I want to shoot, I either do it right away or I write it down in my book so I could come back to it later when I have a freer time. I think
Mm,
those are two things that have helped me out tremendously, um, in like bettering myself. Yeah, I think yes, that forgetfulness and the anxiety that builds up from responsibilities and like how I tackled it in different scenarios and
right.
trying to do better in that. And I think overall it's been working out good. Like I definitely had anxiety about like I don't know how many applications I put in like the past 2-3 weeks. Yeah, and then the anxiety was building up inside of me because I'm like, now I gotta now I gotta do this. I gotta do all this for the job, and then I had to tell myself to stop, breathe,
Right.
think. First of all, research the company, research what they need, research what you can add to the team,
Mm,
um, and how you can be of like a valuable asset to them. Research and do all the research you need to do so then when you go into the job interview you're good. And then after you do your research, then look at how you can present yourself. So it was literally just one at a time. Like I don't think about it until I finish the first one. Research, okay, done. Now what do I need to do? Okay, now I need to find the correct clothes to look as appropriate as possible for the interview, and where do I need to go? Where to like just tackling things one at a time has happened so much, and like not letting everything just hit me all at once, and just like letting the anxiety build up. Yeah, yeah.
So let's talk about the anxiety though, bro. Like, where do you think it's coming from? Is it from you just feeling pressure, having a bunch of things to do? Is it the fear of failing? Is it the
I
fear of
think
letting yourself down? Like, what do you think it is?
I think it's a I think it's a mixture of all of like everything you just said. Like it's a mixture of all of that. Like I get it. I would get the anxiety from like I know I can do it, right. 100%.
Right.
I know I can do it, but the anxiety of possibly failing weighs on me heavily, and because it
Mm,
weighs on me, I don't want to tackle it because I don't want to fail. So then I
mm,
stop doing it. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, so yeah, it's definitely a mixture of all of that. Like, it all affects how I act and react to certain situations. Yeah, yeah. It just makes it harder overall because then I let the pressure get to me, which because I play, like, it's not the same when you play soccer. I don't
Right.
know.
It's a different
Like,
type of
yeah, I
pressure.
get nervous when I play, but I still
Yeah.
go out there and play. Like, when it's like responsibilities and stuff, I would not like I would just not even attempt to do it, like, which
Mm,
is then I'm like then I tell myself, oh, I could have done it if I wanted to. But
right.
then you didn't do it. So
But you
how would you
didn't do it.
know? You didn't even attempt. So what are you telling yourself right now? And it was just that constant, and then I would get down on myself because I didn't do it. And it's just
So what?
attacking myself, and like the cycle will continue. And
What's some things you would say to yourself?
you're a failure. You can do it. Why didn't you? Like, pretty much talking to myself, like how I don't know, like how uh, like how I feel like my parents react, or
Mm,
you know what I mean, like
mm,
feeling the way I let them down too. It's yeah, feeling the way I let them down too. So it's like how a lot of lessons were taught to me, and I'm not following those lessons. So it's just constant, and it would just be a constant thing of like reiterating that. So it wouldn't just be a one time thing of dang, you could have done it. No, it would be like an all day thing. Uh, then out of the blue, I had the same thought again. Like, I would just be
mm.
chilling on a random day, and it would just pop up in my head again, and I'm like, dang, So it's yeah.
So when that happens, is it more? You said you think about like the stuff you think your parents would say and feel about letting them down and stuff other people would say. So is it more so I don't want them to be right, or I don't want to look like when you have those thoughts coming in your head, like what is actually going on? How do you actually respond to it? Why do those thoughts actually affect you so much?
I think it's for me. It's like I don't want not them to be right, because I know they're right. Like, like I know they're
Right,
right.
right,
Yeah, like, yo, Ferris. If Ferris are good at one thing, is nagging you to a point where he's like, "Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it,"
right,
and then you don't do it, and it's like, "See, I told you. See, you should."
right.
Like, yeah, you are saying you get it. You get it. This is what you get now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They'll never let you live that shit down too.
Yeah.
But keep bringing it up.
But it was more so just trying to be more responsible. I think was the
Mm,
change of like when it started affecting me more was when I wanted to be more responsible. Like, and also I definitely didn't want to let them down too, but it was more so trying to be more responsible, trying to be more grown up. Because I was always like very childish with a lot of things, and a lot of my approaches in certain things
how
in
so?
life. Huh?
How so?
Just like not taking things 100% seriously, or like even with my training and soccer and stuff, not 100 given like my 100% all in like training or doing the work. Like some of my teammates, like one of my teammates, Tanner, man, like that kid. After class, he's going to the gym. He's working out. He's doing ball drills. He comes back from class. He's hitting the books. He's making sure all those are done before he does everything else, like stuff like that. I didn't
Mm,
have that
discipline.
that discipline, that regiment, like I didn't. So like it's seeing people like that and how they like attack adversity that
Mm,
made me want to do and be better, and
mm,
you start to be a lot more conscious to how your behaviors will shape who you are in the future.
right.
And if you don't change it now, it's going to be a harder change in the future, because
That's a
now you're
scary
older, you don't
realization.
have the leeway, you don't have as much wiggle room as you do when you're in your 20s. um yeah, I think that was trying to be the change I want to see.
Well, I like that you mentioned because it's facts. The older you get, you start to realize, like, okay, these childish aspects I really got to grow up, man. This is really gonna hinder my life in the future if it don't change now. So was that? And you said you saw Tanner and you saw the things he did and he put in the extra work. I want to talk about that. Does that motivate you, or does that like? Okay, of course it motivates you, but what kind of motivation is it? Is it more of a like I'm hard on myself. It's like, damn, he's doing this. I gotta do that. Or is yo, if he's doing this, I can do that too. Because me personally, when I see someone doing good, it make me harder on myself. Like I see, oh, Vito graduated, man. We got the same story. We grew up in the same place, and I'm still here, man. I gotta get my shit together. Like it'll make me harder on myself. Like it'll push me, but it'll make
Yeah,
me hard
but
on
you'll
myself.
definitely
But
be, yeah, you'll
some
definitely
people
be
will
more
see like,
critical.
oh, Vito's doing this, then I
Yeah.
know I can do this. I bet I'm gonna get my stuff together. Feel me? It's a different type of energy. So when I say when you saw Tanner doing that, what kind of energy did you have as motivation?
My motive, I don't even. I was good. I think I was definitely harder on myself.
Mm,
Like I was more like I try to put it on the wayside. So it was one of those things like, oh, that's cool. It's not until you start noticing it more and picking up on it that you're just like. Then the comparison starts. You know what I mean?
mm,
And you're comparing like what you're doing to what they're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was definitely more like being hard on myself and being like, what are you doing? And then like that, you know,
right,
seeping into the back of your mind, and now you're more critical of every little thing you do. You know what I mean? You play the
right,
game too long, you know, and
right,
it's definitely, yeah. And it's like seeing you let certain people down that you don't want to let down because of habits you have and habits that haven't changed, and like I
nah.
can't change. Like, you know, like
So
playing the game too long, you know, stuff like that. Instead of doing your homework, or instead of writing that email that you had to write, or instead of getting your degree sent to you.
right.
bro,
Right.
bro,
Uh,
yeah. So it's just being overly critical of yourself, you know, overly critical of every little thing you do compared to other people are doing. But now I've changed it where I'm like, that's like what you said, it's motivation now, where it's like, okay, um I don't let it I don't I try to be nicer to myself.
right.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
how I would talk to if I was talking to a friend. I try to be a nicer person to myself, where I'm not overly critical, but I'm still constructive in what I want for myself. So I
Mhm.
can take that avenue instead of like wallowing in it. I
Right.
can use that to motivate me, you know? Like I'm not over here like, oh man, I wish I would have done what Tanner would have done. I didn't. It didn't happen, you know?
Right.
Now I'm like, I'm over here like, okay, I didn't, but what can I do in my own life, in my own, like where I'm at to get to where I want to be? And I think it's like we've been talking about it too, is like having that plan set up and having um goals that you want to reach that you never really had, that like you can push yourself to do anything really. And
Mhm.
it's taking that aspect of myself of I know I can work hard, and pushing it to other avenues of things I really never wanted to do. Like I love editing, but I hate editing for a long time. But
Right.
like, you know, I would sit there and edit until it's perfect, or until it's I love it, and now I'm cool, and now do it for like now I'm getting faster at it. So it's like the more you do something, the better. Like I'm seeing results from it, and I'm loving that. So I'm
Right.
just like I'm trying to stick to that, and trying to continue doing more and more and more, so I can get better and better at it. So it's just like no more really comparison, because a lot of my early 20s was trying to compare myself to my peers, and we're not like each other. Nobody is like each other. We don't have the same attitude towards certain things. We don't have the same proclivities and behaviors. We're all different in our own way. We all have different upbringings. So it's how can I attack this portion of myself, this laziness within myself to do better. And it was just working through that for a long time, and stop trying to compare myself, because like it's a comparison, it's the thief of joy. I would see other people within like film industry, other classmates and stuff who are doing better, and you know, you get jealous. So it's
Right.
like, you know, getting opportunities, y'all in the same grade, they getting more opportunities than you, and y'all at the same skill level, and you know, you it feels unfair, and it is unfair, but like at that point there's nothing you can do. You can only, what I learned is carve your own way, and I think that's what we're doing right now, and I think that's what I'm doing on my own channel, like carve my own way, show people like, you doubted me, now I got to prove all you guys wrong. Like it's,
Mm.
yeah.
Has there been a point where you felt stuck? Because I remember you said like, yeah, you looking at your habits and stuff. You know, you got to improve, and you try to make the decisions, but
Yeah.
sometimes it feel like, okay, I know what I want to do, I know what I need to do, but why can't I bring myself to doing it? You know, have you ever been there?
So many times, so many times, bro. Oh, brother. So many times. So it's just, there's definitely been times where, bro, you haven't done nothing,
Yes,
nothing all day,
yeah,
nothing, and
completely
you,
wasting time.
bro, wasting time, bro. And sometimes it just be, I would have been. Let's say, for example, you're playing the game, bro. You played all day, bro. You've been playing
Exactly.
this game for 8 hours. What are you doing? Like, no, if you have no responsibilities and you can do that, go ahead do that. But
Cool.
like,
Yeah, cool.
yeah, but
But you got shit to do.
you know you got stuff to do, and
Thanks,
you've been playing this game for 8 hours. What are you doing? Like, bro, yeah, and you know this, but you still continue to play the game,
man.
and it's yeah,
Man, you ever lied to yourself about it? Because, like, for me, it's watching stuff on YouTube, and I would lie to myself like, "Yo, I'm watching psychology stuff. I'm watching like business stuff. I'm learning. Yeah, I'm not wasting my time. I'm learning." But I never. It took me a while before I actually put the Johns into
that's
practice, and then
that's
I just keep on scrolling, wasting my whole day. All this free time I could have, I could be making
that's
videos,
funny.
could be making content for my business page. I'm just watching YouTube and I look up like, damn, I wasted my day again.
I never really thought of it like that, like, cause I do be doom scrolling. I do.
Yeah,
We all doom scroll, so it's just
yeah,
like, but like I on my visuals page, I get more like film related content. So it's like other filmmakers
mm,
and just how they do certain edits and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll save this to do it later. I'll save this.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is cool, bro. I promise you, I've only done one of the hundreds I sent
Bro, that's
myself.
how it be. That's
I've
how it
only
be,
done
man.
it
I got
once.
whole
So yes,
folders full of stuff and
yes,
ideas. And I can't remember the last time I made a video for my business page, like specifically for my business
yeah.
page, bro. It's been a while.
Because I
And
never
now I'm
really
lying to
thought of it
myself
that
again. I was
way.
like, okay, the podcast will be on the business page. That me lying to myself again. I was like, let me stop and actually put in the work, man. Damn.
Yeah, because I never, yeah, like you, I'm, bro. Because you saying that, I'm like, that is kind of true. Like I do it
Yeah,
right now. I'm be
yeah.
telling myself I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna get to it, but like it's
You
just
don't.
doom scrolling. Yeah,
You don't.
yeah. I'm
You
just,
don't.
bro, and they'll be like, next thing I know, like I've been doing that. I've been getting better at it. Where I'm like, I'll scroll on IG or TikTok for like it's still a lot for like 30 minutes to an
Mm,
hour, and I'll be like, okay, I gotta stop. I gotta what else? Yeah, it's definitely because you catch yourself doing it.
yeah,
Sometimes you don't even catch yourself, but when you do catch yourself, you're like, what am I doing?
exactly.
Yeah,
It made
yeah.
you feel
I never
down,
really.
bro.
That's
It's
a
like,
good.
damn, what am I doing? But yeah, bro. And two, it's like, what I was about to say. It's like, once you, oh, consistency. You mentioned discipline to
Yeah.
actually start doing stuff. I noticed you've been a lot more disciplined within the last couple of weeks, and I definitely see that. Uh, do you go in like peaks and valleys with your discipline? Because like I will go, let's say I got a 1 month plan. I knock it, I'll be mad disciplined, do everything I said I need to do, be consistent for a month. After that month finished, fall down. I go like 2 months doing nothing. Or okay, if I got 3 months plan, I'll be disciplined enough for that plan and then fall off. But for me, it's usually between 1 and 3 months of consistency and then it's a drop off. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you keep that consistency going with your discipline? Because like, yeah, I will go a month and then drop off for 2 months, or I go 2 months, drop off for 3 months. So it's like, how do you keep that consistency going, bro?
How do I keep the consistency going? I don't know. It's what it's certain thoughts for me. It's certain thoughts I use to motivate myself to keep that consistency going. So, for example, trying to do better and be a better example to my younger siblings. That's one of my disciplines of like
Mm,
one working out will help me work out more with my younger sister, so I can help her with her because she's injured right now and she's getting better and she just came back from a serious ACL injury.
right.
So and she hasn't. been as consistent with like recovery to truly like put strain on it where like it's better now, so now it's like that process we need to put strain on it
Right.
so it can get stronger, and so like for not this season but next season, so her junior year,
Right.
she can be better for her soccer season. It's doing that. um that's one of my disciplines for trying to work out more. And it's just certain things within, like, it really, yeah, like you said, it's always situational for me. I'm training young kids right now, so like I need to be fit to train them. I can't be I can't be like when I
Hey,
first
bro.
started, bro. I can't be more gas out of breath than them.
Be like them
Like that's
football
not gonna
coaches,
look
man.
good.
Them fat
They,
football coaches making us do all this work and then they fat. Yo, I used to
bro,
hate that. I used to
I'm doing
hate that.
every workout with you, bro. Like I'm hitting every work. We be hitting this workout together. And if I'm gassed and you good, how's that gonna look? How's that
Facts.
gonna look?
Facts. I need my money back, coach.
Yeah. Nah, that was definitely a problem I saw, and I did not like it. Like immediately I hated that. I was like, no, I should be more. I shouldn't be like this. Like I want to do more training stuff with him, and I can't because I don't have the energy to do it, and
All
that's
right.
bad because then he's not getting the most out of this, or they're not getting the most out of this, and I 100% want them to get as much out of this as they can to take
Right.
that with them. So that's one of my that's like it's finding those motivations within my real life that help me do what I want to do. Um, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what's
and
up.
then other motivations that that about,
Yeah.
that I'm trying to do now, like life motivations that help with doing certain things, like this podcast. Like you get an anxiety when the podcast comes up. Like it still happens, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's the motivations of why, what we're doing this for, what is the reason,
Right.
what we're trying to build with this, and like the type of community we want to um that we want to build and prosper from this. So it's like it's those motivations, short term or long term, that help me keep doing it, and like just trying to, like right now I think a lot of the times I wasn't as motivated, or like I was just not even, like I lacked the motivation where I had short term motivations. I had short term
Mm.
motivation. Oh, I just want to be, I just want to be swole. Which is like for some
Is it
people that's
short term
enough.
motivation or is it your motivation wasn't specific enough?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That I like that. I just want to be swole. I just want a
Right.
little muscle. I just want to,
Yeah, because
like,
man, your graduation, bro, like your
huh?
graduation party, you was swole as shit, bro. I saw you, bro. I was looking at myself like, man, I gotta get back in the gym, bro. Vito looking swole. I was like, I gotta get
Bro,
back in the gym,
for
bro.
that whole year, I was doing just push ups, hitting the gym, push ups, hitting the gym.
Bro, I kid you
Yeah.
not. When I came back, I went like 2 months straight just doing mad push-ups every day. Like, nah, man. Nah, man. Because we getting older now. It's like how we look, we getting
Yeah.
older. You getting more fit, and I'm getting fatter. I was like, nah, man, I got I
You
gotta
know
get
the
myself
crazy
back in the
thing?
gym, bro.
My motivation for that was, bro, I couldn't fit in my clothes anymore. Like, yo,
Yo,
I
bro,
couldn't fit in
it's
my
sad.
clothes
It's sad.
anymore.
I've been there, bro. It's like, damn.
Bro,
When you
this is
gotta
my
buy a
favorite
new
shirt. I can't
wardrobe,
wear
bro.
it.
When you gotta buy a new wardrobe, it's like, man, I'm getting tired of buying new clothes.
Oh, yeah, that didn't sit right with me. That didn't sit right
Yeah,
with me. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I get
I'm
it.
trying to. I don't know. A lot of my confidence comes within, and I know it's not for everybody, and I know it's not everybody, and that's very good, and it's
Mhm.
becoming less for me. But a lot of my self confidence came with my how I perceive myself, or how
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 you
I
show
look.
yourself.
Yeah, how I
Yeah,
look. Yeah. So
yeah, bro.
if I'm flabby and stuff like that, I'm less confident. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Mhm.
a lot less confident. It's so weird, but I'm getting more comfortable with it. So it's just like I'm not fit right now. Like I'm
Mhm.
definitely. I got a little chub. I mean, I got my uncle body right now. I'm still sore, bro. Like I
yo,
just got my uncle body.
yo, that's wild.
I
You
don't
got a
got my
little
six
chub,
pack no more. Like that's the only thing I'm missing.
bro. You ever had body dysmorphia, bro?
I had body dysmorphia all throughout college, bro. I had body dysmorphia.
Mm.
When I was the fittest I was, I had body dysmorphia. I
Mm.
Like bro, and the crazy thing is, you look at images of yourself back. I'm like, yo, I was
Exactly.
ripped. What was
Exactly.
I talking about? I'm not. I was ripped, bro. I had washboard abs, bro. Do you understand when I say washboard abs,
No.
bro? I had the. I can't even say it over here because my mom gonna see it.
Okay.
Bro,
Okay. I know.
I
Yeah.
had the B
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
the B
Yeah.
lines,
Yeah. Yeah.
bro.
Yo,
I
you
had
a
the
creep,
B
bro.
lines. Them
Yeah.
Jones was tight, bro. Like what? And I'm over here, and back then I was over there critiquing myself. I was like, oh man, I have a weak body. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
just being like,
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't look strong. I don't look, bro. I was like, yo,
Bro, it's
I don't
crazy.
know what I. Yeah, body dysmorphia. I have to.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Because I realized I had that joint my whole life, bro. Like when I first came to the country, I was mad skinny, and they kept trying push food on me, telling me how I need to eat more, how I need to eat more. I was just mad skinny, and then after a while, I started putting on the weight. And you know, Liberians, man, it's like they don't even say this to insult you. It's just like an observation. It's like, oh, Paulo, you're getting fat now. It's like, I used to hate that,
Bro,
bro.
every time,
I used
bro,
to get
it's like
tight,
a
bro.
statement of fact.
I used to get
Yeah,
tight, bro. Is it? Oh, when I wasn't eating. Oh, Paulo, you looking dry. You gotta eat something. You gotta eat. Like, why you just dry like this for? And then as soon as I start
so
eating
you like
Paulo,
anyway, huh?
yeah, as soon as I start eating, oh, Paulo, oh, now I get fat. I was like, yo, I
Bro,
used
there's
to hate
no
that, bro. I
winning,
used to be
bro.
tight, bro. I used to be tight, and then just growing up, like the friend group, I was always like one of the huskier ones, right? And
Yeah,
then I started playing football. I was around one of the huskiest ones, so I had to go in the higher weight division. And it's like cool. It's like I wasn't really fat, but I was one of the huskier ones.
no, you
And then
definitely
I
wasn't
feel like
fat.
I was big for my size, like even with muscle and everything. But then I get to high school, and then to me, just because the high schools I've been around, the people in my position, just because I was versatile, so I'll go in different position groups,
Yeah.
and just so happened that people in those positions were huge.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm thinking I'm small just for a football player in general. Now I'm just small for that position, but when I'm out in the field compared to other people, yeah, I'm still one of the bigger dudes. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm small. I'm small.
You're
Football season, I'm
positionally
thinking I'm too
small, but you're
small.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they told me I got put on more weight. So it was like cool, cool for that position. But then I play lacrosse, and then lacrosse now I got to lose the weight and be even smaller for lacrosse because we do a lot more running. So it got to a point where it's like it got to a point where football season in the fall, and it still happens now, like fall, winter, I just naturally start gaining more weight. It's like I really don't be realized. I don't feel like I'm eating more.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm working out more, but I naturally start gaining more weight. But then spring and summer, I see myself naturally slimming down. And again, I don't see myself eating more, eating
It's
less or
just your
working out
body
less.
reacting
Yeah,
to
my body
getting
just
used
so
to it.
used to it by now.
Yeah.
So then I go to college, and it was like, oh damn, Paul. It's like, yeah, you got husky. So I ain't know what they meant by that. So I'm thinking, I was like, damn, I'm too fat because I'm around a bunch of these lacrosse players, man. I'm too fat. So then after I stopped playing lacrosse, I started losing weight and started being all depressed and whatnot, going through my mental health struggle. And that's the smallest I ever got, bro. I was just dropping weight like crazy. I think I got down to like 150.
Yeah.
I used to be like two. I used to hover around the 180 to two. The heaviest I've been at that time
I
was
can't
like
even
200.
imagine.
I went from 205 to 150 in
But
months.
but we all carry weight differently too. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah, that's the
me
thing.
being that weight, bro. I probably physically couldn't move, or I would have to be real. Like it would either be fat or muscle. And if
Yeah,
it's muscle, I'm too big to do anything like any like play basketball or
right,
soccer. Like
right,
without like my muscles would be stiff.
right.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
yeah.
Like
So
that's
now when I look back at pictures, especially I look at pictures in high school, I was like, yo, I was musky in high school. I was like, yo, I had mad
this shit
muscle
was
in high school,
ridiculous.
man. I was like, damn, why was I thinking I'm small? And then I look at lacrosse, I was like, yo, I was real fit. Then I look at pictures of me in Detroit. At that time, I was like, I actually like that build. That's what's up. So it was like, I was constantly worried about my weight just throughout my whole life, even up to now. It's like, just a couple months ago, I seen pictures of me a couple months ago. I was like, oh, damn, I wasn't that bad. I was thinking a couple months ago, I was calling myself fat. That was when I wasn't working out, man. I gained weight. But then I was like, I carried that John well. So it's like, I always heard people throw that term body dysmorphia. Always thought it was with the model chicks You know, they gotta be
Like it's
hella
only them,
interesting and
yeah.
whatnot. So if they
Mhm.
put on even 5 pounds, they think they fat. So I always thought to the extreme, it's like the model chicks, but nah, that's something like I definitely fought with. And I remember telling my ex at the time, like, yo, men are way more insecure about their bodies than women are. We just react to it different or we show it differently.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Especially like a lot of men's sports is, or just a lot of sports in general is very weight
yeah,
influence or height influence. If you're tall and skinny, you gotta put on weight. If you're
yeah,
short and skinny, you gotta. So it's very much like your weight helps you deal with the aggression and everything like that.
right.
Um, I be feeling bad for like what do you call it, wrestlers, bro. Like that's insane. The
Yeah.
amount of like
All the
losing,
cutting
like
they gotta
that's
do.
it's so unhealthy, bro.
Yeah.
Losing weight, cutting and then gaining and
Yeah.
bulking, cutting. Like not even per season, but per fight
Fight.
or per match.
Fight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. That like
It
I
is.
can
It is.
understand completely the body dysmorphia that happens. I really think a lot of athletes feel that way, where it's just like
Right.
you don't quite love your body or
Yeah.
love the way you look because you have a different perception of what a healthy body is, which is
Right.
like is your body. You're an
Right.
athlete. First of all, you're an athlete. Your
Right.
body's already healthy. You're doing so much sports and so much activity. Like
Right.
you're gonna be automatic. Like you're already better than more of the U.S. population.
If you played sports, if you was an athlete at any point in your life, you're naturally gonna have a better body, let's say, than an average
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
Or even if you let yourself get fat, just because you got the athletic genes, you can easily like once you make up in your mind that you don't want that no more, it's easier for you to make
yeah.
the transformation than the average
It
person.
is. I had a bigger gut coming into summer, bro. I've lost a lot of it, bro.
That's
I've
what's
lost a
up,
lot of
bro.
it, so
That's what's up, man.
like, but it like you just it's easier. Like my body is automatically attuned to that. Like,
But yeah, it's like since
but
we're on that topic of body dysmorphia, though, I feel like even as adults, like especially for men, I do feel like we are more insecure about our bodies. We just show different. Women can voice their insecurities, men we can't really do that. So that's why most people would be in the gym. You see, like ego lifting, like no technique doing that. They just care about getting big, don't care about
yeah,
functionality. Or some people if they have insecurities, they pick up these bad habits, like try to sleep with as many women as possible to make them feel good about the body. And it's just a lot of, I don't want to say stigma. That's not really the word, but women, there's a lot of conditioning for how women's bodies should be. But that's talked about, that's obvious, but I feel like it's not really talked about how there is a lot of conditioning for how men's bodies should be, even things we
it
can't
is.
help, like height. Like we can't help that.
There are certain stigmas too, like where it's just like the dad bod.
Yeah.
That's a thing,
Yeah,
and it could be a negative or positive connotation depending on how you take it, depending on how you see your body. There's uncle bod.
oh, man.
There are these things where it's just like and we understand those as more flabby but
Mhm.
like still strong looking bodies where
Right,
but you're still at that point you're still flabby, and then there's the extremes of and we us as guys too, we do this thing where we come at each other for our weight, like
right,
you fat,
right,
like bro, you a little chunky, you a big boy, huh? Oh, you love eating, huh?
right.
Like it's a constant thing. So there's always that perception within our minds of our body's not good enough. You know what I mean? Even though if you people you might not talk about it, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
very prevalent. Like it
right,
is very prevalent, and I don't know. I don't know. It definitely was one of the things that affected. Like like what got me to do push-ups and what got me to like stop really working out and put on more weight was like being called bird chested, bro. Like that was one of the things where
really.
it was just like I was fit, but like I'm not gonna. Tare Mandela used to come at me, call me bird chest, bro.
Oh, damn.
Like, but the thing was, my body was good. Like I don't know, like I was lean. What do you mean? I wasn't
uh,
lean. Like so, but at that time, I didn't have the wherewithal to be like, oh yeah, I'm lean. So of course my chest isn't gonna be. I don't really work with my chest like that, so it's not
right,
never really. No, it was just like my chest is flat. Like it was just like that. Like dang, yeah, it is.
bro. You ever
But
get to a point where it's like it's a catalyst that you got to start losing weight, or you got to start taking your physical health more serious, bro. Because I can feel when I'm getting fatter, bro. Like I start
Yeah.
getting more out of breath a lot quicker. Like, like I started getting aches and pains a lot more. Just start feeling sluggish. And I remember one time. Nah, I don't think I can say that though. Nah,
Say,
I
say,
don't think I can
oh,
say that, bro,
say,
bro. But
say.
like, man,
You don't gotta say if you don't want to listen.
no, I'll say it. I remember one time, man, I was looking down and like I was changing, I was looking
I
down.
couldn't see her. No.
It's not that I couldn't see it, bro. It's not that I couldn't see it. It's that I saw way more stomach than usual, bro. It's like I had to work harder to see it, bro. Bro, that made me, I was like, I gotta fix my life, man. I said, this can't be my life, man. I gotta get my life together. Yo, I looked down and I seen a lot of stomach, bro. I had to yo, I was like, nah, man, this can't be my life. This can't be my life, man.
Like,
I gotta change my
he
life.
said, hold on. He said, hold on. Let me. Am I
I
saying
was like,
this
yo, I
right?
gotta change my life, man. I can't
Um,
keep going like this. This is a disgrace. A
the
damn
worst is
disgrace.
you try to bend down, your stomach getting your way from going all the way down.
Yeah, bro.
You're like,
Like, I'm trying to tie my shoe. I get out of breath. I was like, yo, what?
yeah,
Yo, I was at the point at my fittest. I was at a point. I was running 5 miles every night. Me and my homie Isaiah would go work out at night after work, and then we'll go to this one spot, the Newark Reservoir, where you got the track. And I remember
yeah,
sitting there with the
yeah.
water, and we just run. And like we didn't even have like
That's
a
a great
set
spot.
goal or nothing. We just run. And yeah, we ended up getting to a point where we was doing 5 miles. I was like, I go from lifting all these heavy weights, running 5 miles every day, to getting out of breath tying my shoe, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. I gotta get my stuff together.
Bro, I felt that. I think that was one of the things too. Was
It sounds crazy saying, but it's fact, bro. Like I had a
bro,
wake up call, like a come to Jesus moment, man. Like, oh,
because that's really one of it. It's just like you used to see
mm-hmm,
that,
yeah,
bro. Nothing was in the way. Now all of
mm-hmm,
a sudden you look down, you're like, I gotta look over like this. I gotta bend. Like sure is good. Like I
yo,
get it. I
yo,
get it. Hey, listen,
man, yo,
I
what?
get it.
And
I
then
get it.
too, my girl at the time, man, I knew I was getting bigger. She would be rubbing my stomach more. And then
Girls
she'd
love
be
to do
rubbing my
that.
chest more. It's
They
like
love,
she'd come up and
yo,
like flick my titty and whatnot. I was like, hey, yo.
ooh, my little polar bear. Like,
Yo, yeah, yeah. I was like, yo, no, I gotta get my life together, man. This is,
yo,
yo, you know how crazy it is, man. She come up and like,
bro. I think it. Yeah, you also like you. The relationship rate builds up so fast because it's not even like it's because one, you're enjoying yourself, you're having a good time, and
yeah,
also like
you get
when you're in a
comfortable.
relation, a lot of relationship is you eat together all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and girls' eating schedules are
Yo,
different, bro.
yo,
If you don't eat with them,
they
you're
tight,
in the wrong.
they
You're
tight,
in the wrong. Listen,
bro. I told my girl like at the time, right? It
you
was when
can't
we
eat
first
twice
started
a
dating.
day,
It was
bro.
when we first started. I used to only eat once a day. She was like, well, "How you only eat once a day? That's not healthy." I was like, "I eat when I get hungry. Like,
Like,
it's not like I'm starving myself. When I get hungry, I eat." But yeah, yo, because she got a super fast metabolism. She had
yeah,
a super fast metabolism, so she always eating. I remember just the first 2 weeks of being with her, I gained like 5 pounds. I had to tell her, I was like, "Yo, I can't eat the way you eat, man." It's like I can see right now, I was like, I gained 5 pounds in 2 weeks. It's like I can see right now, if I try to keep up with the way you eat, I'm gonna be one of those huge dudes, man. And like, I can't eat the way you eat,
it's
man.
like, ooh, that mean no girl can take you. Like
Bro,
low
I
key,
ain't
bro,
gonna
that
hold
be
you.
the plan, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. At one point, I was considering. I was like, "Is she trying to make me fat to be like unattractive to other Jones?" Bro. I was like, "Yo, why she keep trying to feed me this much, man? This is ridiculous." Because I'll be like, "I'm cool." She's like, "No, just take a bite. Go ahead, eat." So like, you need to eat. I was like, "Yo, when I'm hungry, I eat. I promise you, I'm not one of those dudes to starve. I would never die of starvation."
No,
So that's one thing you can guarantee. I would never die of starvation.
crazy. I'm not even. That's wild. And
Yeah.
speaking of that too, speaking about like when I put on more weight and I'm
Mhm.
a heavier person, I sweat more. I
Yes.
sweat more during the deed. I'm sweating more,
Yes.
and like I saw the difference within like my past relationship where
Yeah.
past relationships where like I put on the relationship like I went going fit. I can't do as much, like, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, I used to be doing these moves easily. What's going on?
bro.
Like
One
one
thing
foot on the
too,
bed, tight left. Now
bro.
to get that foot on the bed, it's a little struggle. I might catch a cramp. I'm like,
Bro.
like, what's
One
going
thing
on?
too, bro. I realize as much as working out and all that, I gotta stretch more. That's exactly what you said. Things that I used to do, things that I used to
But
do.
you just naturally stretch when you was working out, so it's
Yes,
like you never really
exactly.
had to stretch at home.
Because, like you said, doing the deed, things that I used to do. I try to almost hurt myself, man.
Yes,
I almost hurt myself. Man, yo, what? You know how many times I was so close to injury, man? I was like, no, I gotta get my life together, man. Things
bro.
that I used to do, man. I be looking at myself like, you don't even know.
Bro,
You be
bro,
looking at it like you don't even know, man. You don't
one of
know.
the eye openers like I need to stress more is like I'm not even gonna like I was doing so like couches, and I love couches. I love
Mhm.
like a good like
Right,
doggy on the couch, like
right,
that's like
right,
or missionary on the couch. It's tough.
right.
Tell me right, bro. Now I was trying to do it. I'm doing it. I'm like I'm a couple strokes in, like I'm a couple strokes in, and bam, cramp, cramp on my leg. But now
Uh,
I ain't no. I'm not
right,
no
so you
big
try to push
strong.
through.
No,
You try to
I'm
push
not,
through.
yeah. I'm over here like, I'm like
Yeah,
bro, I still
you try to push through that
like I
joke.
can't bend the leg now. I gotta keep it stiff while bending the. So like I look like I'm doing the sneaky
You
leg,
got the hand behind your back.
looking like
You
I'm
got
doing
the
the
hand behind
sneaky
your
leg.
back, my man.
Oh my god! And then the bro, I finished with a
Oh,
cramp,
good.
bro.
Mm,
I think that was one, and I
mm,
forgot that also happened to me where I was telling her stop, slow down, slow down, slow down.
mm,
I'm cramping, but I was
mm.
also,
Yeah, yeah,
finishing.
yeah, yeah.
And bro, it was like it was a bittersweet, and she laughing on top of me, and I'm
Oh,
just like, oh god, like, do you know how embarrassing that is?
bro.
Do you know how embarrassing that
You talk
is?
about embarrassing. I had a cramp so bad one time I fell off the bed. Bro, like I'm in the bed just bro, you know how embarrassing it is. You there, you can't move. You know what I mean? You just and then she like and then she laughing at you, my man.
Yo,
Bro, that killed the whole mood, man. I was like, yo, I want to go home.
I can't even, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you,
You
like, I
you
cramp.
rolled
I'm
off.
trying to, like, yeah, I'm trying to, like, you know what I mean, finesse, and then I just drop.
It's crazy. Sometimes I used to catch cramps so bad that you just get used to it and you just adapt, bro.
Yeah, face, face.
But definitely that was like, yeah, I gotta stretch more. I gotta
Yeah,
stretch more. I
yeah,
gotta do
man.
a lot more. Like now I'm
Yo,
stretching more. Like now,
we
yeah.
talking about like men's health, bro. It's crazy that people would do things because for guys, usually the catalyst, if anything goes wrong with like our bottom part, you feel me? It's like, okay, yeah, we gotta change our life. So I can't fathom how people would let themselves get to a point where it's affecting their manhood and they still complacent. Like with diabetes and whatnot, like forget all the other stuff diabetes do. Once you told me that diabetes affect your blood flow down there, I was like, nope, it can't be me.
Yeah,
Like steroids, like forget all the other bad stuff for your heart. Once they say like it makes your thing shrink, I was like, nope, can't be me. So the fact
yeah.
that people can go through that, like as a guy, that's your manhood. That's what makes you feel like a man. That's the definition of being a man. So
You
you
definitely
willingly
see
let this
drinkers
shit
if you.
affect that,
Yeah,
and you're still complacent. I don't get it. I don't get how people can just
I
give up
think
like
I
that.
don't know. I think some people, like you said, like some people do have different types of metabolisms. I'm not like
Yeah, you're
for
not like they
sure.
do. They do.
Like
Some people do got slow
like
metabolism. That's true.
it's like how it's easier for us to lose weight. It's harder for some people to lose that weight. Like
Yeah,
it takes like I could run like for a month straight, and I'll be skinny again. Like I'll be 100% like
nice.
it's weird. Like I'll like
It's
a
crazy
lot
how
of my
your
I wouldn't even have to
metabolism
do
works.
like core workouts. My abs would be back like just
Yeah,
naturally. All I have to do is just like run every day for a month straight. I promise you, I'm good.
it's crazy
But
how your
some people they
metabolism
can do
works.
that and
Yeah,
like see no results. So like it's very disheartening to see that. And some people do need that wake up call where it's just like
yeah.
diabetes or
Yeah,
heart problems to really take it seriously. I've like it really and it's you want to help people out, but people gotta
you can't
face
help it.
their
Yeah,
what's it
it's
called
gotta
it.
be. They just gotta get sick and tired of being sick and tired, bro. Cause
Yeah,
like it's just crazy how metabolism work. Cause I told you, like I gain weight easy, but I lose weight easy too. There's some
yeah,
people they lose weight easy, but it's hard to gain, and there's some people they
yeah.
gain it easy and it's hard to
Like
lose.
if
So
you
it's just
ever seen
crazy.
a skinny 50-year-old woman, like yeah, she can't really gain weight like that. Like
Yeah,
like there's a reason. Like it's like you look so great, and she does. It's just because her body, what's my call it, is completely different than yours, and
right.
it's nothing you can really do at that age too. Where it's just like
Yeah,
she's built different actually. Like she's
yeah.
just really built different.
So that's
Yeah,
my catalyst, man. I want to be one of those fit old people. Cause I told you what used to scare me all the time about getting old. I would see these old people, and you get the image them just sitting on the rocking chair, just waiting to die. I was like, yo,
yeah,
that looks scary. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to be one of those old people moving, doing things, who feel me, enjoying their life. I don't want to be those old people that health failing, they can't do nothing for themselves. Like, there's no way they live, man.
yeah. I think that's so too. And it's like, bro, we're almost to 30.
Yeah.
We're almost to 30.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just like it's getting to that point where we're not.
Yes.
You got this is the time to change it where
Yes.
because once you get to that 30s and stuff, like your
It's over.
body,
It's over.
yeah. I mean, it's like
Like you're gonna be stuck in your ways. Like if you don't build up the
yeah,
habit, it's harder to build up a habit of working out in your 30s
yeah,
than it is right now in our mid 20s.
yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah,
That's so
man.
scary. I don't want to be a fat 30-year-old,
Facts. Facts.
and I just want to be a medium fat 30-year-old.
Bro, honestly, I just want to be fit. Like
Yeah,
I can do
I want to be
sports,
able to
I
play
can run
soccer with
around.
my kids.
Yeah, I want to be able to play sports still.
Yeah,
Like
like
be one of those old heads on the gym. I mean, yeah, in the gym playing basketball with the young niggas. Like, I want to be one of those people that can just still play sports, man. Like, I can stay
yeah,
active. I don't really care what my body look like. I just want to be and feel healthy.
exactly. I need that Project Mbappe. All right,
Facts.
listen. So someone have to change, and it's gonna have to be me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
yeah.
making the change, man. I'm making the change.
But you never answered the question. What was your something that you found that like you wanted to that you realized that you was doing constantly that you needed to? I know we got all to the
I'm about to say
top.
it's too late for that now, my man. Now, I guess that was just a kickback episode, bro. It's too late for that now.
Fair,
Bro, we
fair,
took a whole
fair,
journey.
fair, fair. Yeah,
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 we at the hour point, man. It's that
yeah.
time.
He said, yo, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
You had me trying to ask me. It's too late.
Yo, but yo,
Yeah,
this was an interesting episode. I like this. I feel like this episode definitely flowed a lot better than some of the other kickback ones. And like,
yeah,
yeah, it's like it wasn't all foolishness. We talked about some deep stuff. We talked about some insightful stuff. But at the end of the day, we can actually show our personality and just joke around. So I like these
yeah. I
formats,
like
man. I
that.
like adding in a couple kickback episodes every once in a while, just so we don't depress y'all, man. Like we talk about some deep stuff, so we don't want y'all to
We
feel like
want to
every
motivate,
episode we
not
gotta get
depress.
ready.
Yeah.
My bad.
Sorry.
What you said, bro?
I said we want to motivate, not depress.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
facts,
Yeah.
facts. But no, this was a great episode. I was gonna ask like what three things you learned, but
I don't
I
think we need
I
that.
learned like this shit I already knew. So yeah, man, it was, it was just cool kicking it with you, bro. I guess yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for kicking it with us, and we hope it was a nice little break from the usual episodes. And we're gonna be right back at it next week, though. So get ready. We're gonna be right back at it with deep episodes next week.
Consistency, you know?
Yeah. So comment something funny you saw in this video, something you can relate to. Maybe what is guys getting fit. I know for me, like I said, one thing maybe all the guys can relate to. If anything goes wrong down here, it's a wake up call. We got to change
Yeah.
our life for sure. But it shouldn't have to take all of that for us to start getting our life together.
And what is something that you guys like realized that you were inconsistent with, or is something that you realized you was doing over and over again that you wanted to change, you know?
Right.
So
And what was your wake up call? What was your wake up call that you need to change?
yeah, because I know mine.
Yeah, man.
I know his too.
Bro, what? when I say it, man, I just so happen to look back, bro. I almost started crying, bro. Yo, like I heard stories about that. I never in my life thought it would be me. I almost started crying. I was like, this can't be my life,
Oh
man.
my god.
I was
Oh,
like, I
you
gotta
said it.
change my
You
life, man. I
said it.
gotta change my life, but
Bro, sometimes it just happens.
it's
Honestly.
facts,
You just,
facts.
and then you see the shrinkage and you just like, what's going on? What's going
Yo,
on?
facts. Bro,
What's going on?
bro, what Tyler told me. Okay, this is gonna be the last one before we wrap it up. Yo, Tyler told me something crazy, man. So he said back when Tyler did wrestling and he was losing a lot of weight. And I was like, yo, bro, you looking good, bro. Like, you really dropping this weight. That's what's up. You saw the muscle forming and everything. He's like, yeah, man. It was like, that's not even the best part, man. He's like, yo, my dick
I
got
know what
bigger. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, man, I lost in the stomach, went straight through the dick. I was like, hey, yo, bro.
Yo, that man was
Hey,
wild.
yo, bro.
Bro.
Hey, yo.
Oh,
Bro, because
crazy.
you hear you get fat, it's strange, but I never thought the reverse, that's crazy.
It's just because there's so much in front. It's
Yeah,
weird. It's weird.
yeah.
There's less
All
fat
right.
in the front now, so
Yeah,
it's
all
weird.
right, all right. So it's not that type of podcast. So
Yeah,
we're gonna let y'all go, man. Thanks for
yeah,
kicking it with us, man. Type in something that you've been procrastinating on, or you needed to change, and type
yeah.
what was your wake up call, man. We'd be interested to read the comments below. So
And yeah,
good,
like, subscribe, comment, share, put that notification on so you see us on YouTube. Watch
exactly.
our what if you're too busy, listen to us on Spotify at
Right.
If I Knew Pod. Like, yeah, follow our Instagrams. We
Yeah,
post
we everywhere
clips.
now, man. We
Yeah,
everywhere.
Instagram, TikTok. If I Knew. Yeah, man. Yeah, show
And
some
where
love.
can they follow you, man? Where can they find you?
You can find me at Visuals. I post mostly just like visual content. So like, I try to make it I can't. I try to make it
Yeah,
filmic. I try to
right.
make it
There you go.
filmic. I try to give it
Cinematography.
that film
Yeah.
look. Yeah, I'm tripping over my words, but
That's
yeah, I try to make it more. Yeah, so follow me on Visuals at VITSULS. Twitch. I stream when I'm not being lazy. I stream on there at Motive MMOTIV. Yeah, I just play games and talk to chat. It's fun. It's a good time. It's chill, relax. Yeah, come in. I stream for like 4 hours. It's fun. Yeah, come in, hang out with me and my friends who also play games too. Yeah, I think
no,
that's where. Yeah, I don't have a TikTok right now for my
no, no.
Motive page. So yeah.
All right, cool. So you can follow me at Speak Life Hypnosis on Instagram. Yeah, Speak Life Hypnosis. So I post when I'm not being lazy too. I post content about just how to figure out your traumas, how to work through it, and give you some mental health tips. Or if you need some help, if you need that extra hand, that guidance, you can book a session with me. We'll make sure we get you right, find out the root cause of your problems, help you get rid of bad habits, whether it's smoking, drinking, anxiety, whatever it may be. We can get the root cause and help you live a better life. So and follow us on the pod, Instagram, If I Knew Pod, all one word. TikTok, If I Knew Pod, all one word. Facebook, if y'all got it, If I Knew Pod. Yeah, yeah. Facebook. Yeah, go to the Facebook. Go to the Facebook.
Show some love on
Yeah, show
FB.
love on the Facebook and be on the lookout for more episodes, man. This is a long outro, so we're gonna let you guys get through it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.